All right. How we doing? Let's see here. With the dogs in here. Settle down. All right. Pull up the chat. Can you get the dog? Ryder, you're really loud, buddy. All right. What's going on, guys? How's your day going? How is your weekend so far? Let's see here. Howdy. RV SWAT. What's going on? So far, so good. Awesome. Me too. Had a good weekend and got a lot accomplished. Man, it's really still loud in here. Thank you. Yeah, so as you guys probably saw my last couple videos, not many people have watched them at all, and I'm not entirely shocked, but I did 2 videos on my auxiliary power for my truck, and it was man, it was one of the most hands-on, detail-oriented, whatever, kind of a setup for my truck. So I did that this week, and it really took a lot longer than I feel like it should have. But yeah, I been fairly busy this weekend. I actually finally got my truck actually running. I had 7 different auxiliary fuel. Oh my word. 7 wires running, auxiliary stuff going on. And so that's been a monster of a thing to do. I am going to record a video tomorrow, probably, sharing with you my full setup, everything that I've done, how it looks now, and everything that's been, all the thought that's been gone into it. So that should be pretty interesting. So let's see. I have so many questions for you. It's probably better to talk to you on the phone. Hey, that's no problem. We can do that. I have not checked my the phone consultation thing on the website yet, but definitely go ahead and do that if you've not already. I was going to go ahead and see the schedule for this week, see if anybody's actually signed up for my the phone consultation thing. So hopefully that's a possibility. Anybody who's just joining now, also just going to say, I was just going to put this out throughout the live stream, but one of the things that I've noticed is people who have done the phone consultation with me, it's technically you submitting a request to me to be able to take your questions and answer everything on that phone call, but it's not actually confirming that I'm going to call you at that time just because you put the request in at that that hour of the day. So essentially, if I am going to give you a call that day for you to count on me actually doing the phone consultation with you, just know that you'll get an email saying, hey, yes, Daniel has confirmed it with you. He is free. I only have a couple hours during the week where I have the phone consultation, hours per day. But even then, just because I have those hours in the middle of the day doesn't mean I'm actually guaranteed to be available that day at that hour. So just know that I will get to you. It just may not be on that day. It may be at an odd hour. I'm just trying to figure out the best way how to handle phone conversations. Especially if there's more and more as time goes on. I don't want to run into where I'm thinking I'm talking to this person, but it's really this person over here, and I get things mixed up. So that's just a benefit to try to help me out to get things in order and straight. So, how did your work go on your wiring on the truck? It went well. I started up my truck just today after all of my wiring got done. And there's a few airline issues that I've got to fix due to the amazingly enough, my airbag system on my truck. It's the what was it, Airlift 5000 XL Ultimate or whatever, and apparently the what is it? The steel braided or the steel coated whatever airline for those airbags. I actually somehow have air leaks in those lines. And so because of the fitting with it, I had to order a brand new metal air hose line that connects with that. I tried to go to Lowe's and I think Home Depot, and they didn't have what I needed to be able to replace that. So I unfortunately had to order on Amazon. And these tails are flying in the wind over here. Had to order my replacements for those. So those are coming. They get here tomorrow, hopefully morning. I can get all that fixed and everything, but I did have some air leak issues after everything was all said and done. After the electrical, I thought, man, this is going to be great. Got all my electrical done. Everything is proper. Everything has been done, and I'm going to walk through that in a video with you. But I got all this stuff done, fantastic. And then I plug everything in, turn it on, and I hear. I'm thinking, oh my word. So unfortunately, air leaks, and you can't just wrap that. That's not going to fix it. You can cut off the plastic lines and do that, but not with this steel coated whatever hose. That's not gonna cut it. So, already talking to Nate this week about starting at Synergy. Awesome. Let me know how that goes with you, and interested to see if you would let me know what do they say the process is for orientation. Obviously it's been 4 years for me since I've been to a Synergy orientation. I'm curious to hear what's their protocol now, if it's online, if they're actually meeting at Synergy. I'm curious to hear about that. That's awesome. Old timer, what's going on? All right. Awesome. We did have one thing. I don't know if he'll actually be in here. Last week, Mr. Tim, and I can't remember his last name. Tim Freeman, Tim somebody, and I always recognize it by the color of his little profile thing. But last week I told you guys. It was Tim's birthday today. I think he was 62 or 52, one of the two. And I was going to go out and buy like a happy birthday hat and everything and wear it and be super ridiculous. But I was not able to. But want to wish Tim a happy birthday. He mentioned that in the last live stream last week. So if Tim, you are here, happy birthday to you. Hopefully it was a great one with your family and your friends. And that's awesome. So glad to be able to share that. And I'll keep mentioning that throughout the live stream just in case he pops in here. And if he didn't actually hear this or see this. So, there's Kara. That's my girlfriend. Paul, hey Daniel, hope you had a great weekend. I'm on my second trip heading to Delaware now. Very good. Awesome. Oh man. Yeah, I'm actually looking to get a load. There's two loads that I was looking at that I really liked. One to Connecticut and one to Massachusetts. One was a One was at a it's a direct customer drop off, so going straight to the customer, and then the other one was just a regular dealership. So yeah, that's those are the two I'm looking at right now. Probably going to be calling soon as Synergy opens up in the morning. We'll see if I actually get it. If not, that's fine. There's some other decent ones on there. Mostly though, right now, because of the part shortages, there are some really backed up lines of lots and lots of trailers going on. You probably already have kind of seen, if you are a driver, you've already kind of seen things slow down more and more. Most of the loads on Synergy's load board right now, they are mostly CDL. Mostly CDL fifth wheels, and not that many. I think we have over 150 or something like that, but most of them are CDL. So that takes me out of the running for them right off the bat, unless they're like a monster travel trailer that happens to be a CDL load for money, but it's actually within my weight class to be under 26. So, anyways, yeah. Let's see. Curious to join you where you're at. Well, Jeffrey, she's actually over here in the room with me. She's watching the two dogs, my golden retriever and her brindle boxer. And so she's doing her own work off to the side of the table over here, and we've got the dogs kind of going wild. So tonight we actually our church we had like a chili supper cook-off thing, whatever. So I got to smash 5 chilies, and then I had cornbread. We had pie. We had all sorts of stuff. And so that was our church tonight, and then we had a little devotional at the end. But man, it was a good time. Had some cornhole, played some cornhole, and Kara and I we went up against our pastor and another guy, and we got crushed. It was not pretty. I was not the best. And Miss Kara, she's right here looking. I don't know if she's going to say hi, but we got beat pretty good.
I'm terrible at cornhole. Just saying. I can't aim.
So yeah, we got messed up pretty good. And it was a good time though. So yeah, lots of chili. Okay, first of all, Kara probably got the most amount of compliments on the chili. She put, well, I gave 2 pounds of my. Let me back up. I just had my first 1/4 of a cow that I had processed, and I've got it in my freezer. And so I gave her 2 pounds of beef, ground beef. She had bacon, and then Italian sausage, and then peppers and all sorts of stuff. And this chili, bacon grease. Bacon grease. Oh my soul!
The peppers and everything were cooked in the bacon grease.
Oh my word! Okay, this chili punched me in the mouth. It's the best. I had all 5 chilies. Hers is still the best in my book, no question about it. I'm not biased; it's just that good. And then there was another chili that was really good as well, but it had a little bit more bite to it, a little bit spice to it. But anyway, so yeah, I had a whole bunch of chili, had a great time with everybody, and played cornhole. We got slaughtered the first round of the tournament, and so we just came from that and just got back to the house. So both dogs are in here, kind of going nuts. So yeah, Bella says hi. She's okay. Apparently, we're showing the dog being brought over here. She's gonna knock the. Okay.
I'll move the camera over so you can see her.
Okay.
There she is. She's
There's
so
Bella.
cute.
She's a wild one. Hey, baby. Hi, baby. Yep. She's 3 years old, and Ryder's coming too here.
Hey, Ryder. Come here. Come here, Ryder.
So we're all just saying hi, apparently.
Hey, Ryder. Aw.
They've seen Ryder. Yeah. He's full blast.
Look at his tongue.
Oh my word. Okay, so yes. So easy. So anyways, yeah, had a great time there, just got back, and so wanted to spend time with you guys. Let's see, I'm behind here. RV SWAT, is this a good or bad time to be getting started? That's it. First of all, that's a great question. Right now, I would lean more towards, and maybe Fair Winds and Following Seas has something to say on that matter as well. But I would just say I would lean more towards holding off a little bit. These are uncertain times. Yeah, there's still a pay increase or incentive that's a little higher, but there's the part shortages going on. There's kind of a lot of things going on. So I would kind of wait a little bit, do all the things you need to do to prepare for things, and if you can just hit the TV timeout on that for a little bit, I would wait to get into it. Getting into it at the worst possible time, you only have up to go, but how long is it going to be bad for before you can really kind of get your bearings and go forward? So I would say pump the brakes and watch and wait, and just keep asking these questions. Hey, how are things going? How are the load boards? Asking about the part shortages, those kind of things. So let's see. Peter, what's going on? Hey, glad to have you. What's the news on parts delay? All that I've heard, and maybe other people have some more information on this, there's, I believe, at one of the manufacturers I've heard, I believe there's over 4,000 units that haven't gone out, or at least we're 4,000 units behind across the industry. Now, that's not just going all 4,000 units going to, your company or my company or whatever. There's a lot of units that they haven't put them out yet. And I'm assuming they're on certain units, they're holding things back, or they're saying just ship them anyways and send them out. And when we get the parts in, we'll send the parts directly to the dealerships. They can put them in and just get things pumping, just going at all. That's my interpretation, my thought on that. I'm sure there's a lot more than just 4,000. This is a confusing time, obviously, with part shortages going on, getting all the correct information, the timing of things. By the time us as drivers probably hear about a part shortage, things are probably already turning around, or things are, the chain of, communication it's probably been quite a while before we actually hear, hey, things are back to normal. Well, we've probably already experienced things going back to normal by the time we actually hear about it. That's my thought. Let's see. I had to acolyte this morning at church. Okay, gotcha. Recent channel. What's going on, sir? Yep. Okay, saw you down in the chat further down there. See, where am I at here? What's your favorite video game? I think you keep asking me this, man. I played football in high school. I love football. I love watching football, anywhere, any place where dudes are laying each other out and people are getting pancaked and all sorts of things. I love it. So I play Madden, play NBA, I guess. haven't had a whole lot of time for video games, but I do enjoy playing those. I grew up playing video games, and it's just kind of a part of it. But yeah, I've been pretty busy, especially this week, so I haven't really done any of that. Let's see. Peter, okay, yeah. Miss Kara, yeah. Fair winds and falling seas, yes, sir. Peter, Bella the boxer, nice golden. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, Bella, she is 3 years, and Ryder is just a hair over 1 year. And he's actually got some skin allergies and food allergies or something going on. He's got a lot of these little some type of yeast infection going on all over his skin, and just it's not good. So we've been trying to treat that, and we finally kind of figured out what's going on and kind of get a hold of that. But yeah, he's been tortured with licking himself and scratching himself. And it's not fleas, it's not anything else. It's food allergies affecting his skin. And I think overall golden retrievers are known for having sensitive stomachs or whatever. But man, he's been kind of going through it. So getting him onto the road to recovery for that. Anyways, yeah. And my best and scariest Vincent Price voice. Good evening, Sean. Glad to have you here, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Boards are thin. Fair winds, yes, sir. I think our load board, we're at like 150-ish. It's been much higher than that in the last several months. Things are getting thin, so definitely echoing that. So, hi, Daniel. Have you given any more thought to a separate channel for your business? Yeah. So, I really have considered, and I am thinking about these things for the dump trailer stuff. I think I am going to do it. I just want to make sure before I make any steps and I start an account and I do all these things for the YouTube channel, I want to make sure that the plan I set out with can actually be done. And I just mean by that is, excuse me, it's the chili. It's just that the upload schedule or how many times I do it, or, video topics and those things. I don't want anything for that channel to take away from this channel. And so, I'm sure initially there's a lot of videos that I need to record for this other endeavor, for the other, dumpster rental business. I just really want to make sure that this channel doesn't suffer for that, and that just kind of fills in the cracks with other things. So, anyways, let's see here. Very good question, though. Thank you for that. Might be a little too young to know Vincent Price. Yeah, I don't actually know that name. Price sounds familiar. But I'll have to look that up. Todd, what's going on? Howdy. For Bedford, Indiana. Very good. Fair winds. I got really bad, and they decided to tell us. Yeah. Turns out he's allergic to poultry. 26 year as of this morning. Okay. Wow, man. Tim, wait. Did I say that? Tim, your birthday's today, right? Tim Freeman. I believe it is your birthday today. We talked about it last week. Happy birthday to you. Hopefully I'm saying this to the right person. I'm pretty sure it's you, Tim. Have a great birthday. Hopefully you had a great birthday today. I was seriously going to go to the dollar store and buy one of those little happy birthday little hat things for you, unless I'm totally off. Is that the right? Yeah, October. Yeah, so that was last week. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. Hopefully I'm saying this to the right person. Hopefully you had a great Great birthday, Tim. He's got a solid point as far as separating them. I had to do the same. Yeah, fair one. He's got a great example of what he's done with his different channels and being able to make sure that the main channel doesn't suffer. This channel, I'm making for someone to click a button to say that, hey, not only do I like the video I just watched, but I want to see more of you in the future, and not knowing what that really entails. To me, I take that seriously. There's only a certain amount of people that I'm subscribed to on Facebook, on YouTube. The people I subscribe to, I'm very intentional about it. And so I consider it for someone else to intentionally subscribe to me and to, think anything, whatever this guy's talking about or my channel as a whole. If someone's going to subscribe to me, I take that very seriously, and I want to make sure that I don't mislead you with video titles or poor quality content, and sometimes I just stink at it, but I try. And lastly, if I don't upload for 2 weeks, or if you're subscribing for consistency and information and help and whatever, and I don't want to throw you guys under the bus by that, and being this channel suffering because of a new channel that it's like you lost your first love type of thing. Like, no, that's not the main thing. I started YouTube on this channel, and I've made a commitment to you, whether people take this that serious or not. I do, and I don't want to do that to you guys. And so I'm sure Fairwinds, he is definitely having to war with that with the different things he does on his other channel versus RV Transport. So John, what's going on? Let's see. So I just started and I had my first accident. Ouch. How do these companies usually handle that? I'm guessing you're saying. RV is not in bad shape, just some scrapes. Truck ran me off the road trying to switch into my lane. Oh my word. Oh, well, first of all, I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad nobody got hurt. John, what company are you with? If you're with Synergy, maybe I can shed some more light, or maybe some general light on the situation. If you just started and you had your first accident very early on, that probably means that you don't have your bond account filled up to whatever that limit is. So at Synergy, to pay for an accident like that to happen to you, that you caused, you would have to pay money out of your bond account. If you have not already had that money built up in your bond account, then that means they're probably going to possibly raise the amount of money that they're pulling out for your bond account each trip. I think I've heard, I can't remember, I don't know if I'm just dreaming this up or not, but I think I've heard of somebody. So okay, you are with Synergy. Okay. Okay, so he had to pay his bond twice. Okay. But basically, they'll either raise your percentage per load, or maybe I don't. The last thing I would consider would be them saying, we want all the money right now. They know that you're their only source of income, and you probably don't have $1,000 just sitting off waiting to throw at the next accident you may have, or $1,500 or whatever it is. So they may raise your percentage, or just say, hey, you're going to keep paying this until it's off, and you're not going to see anything build up in your bond account. You've got to pay this off. Then you have to restart building up that bond account. So that's what I would say, how they're probably going to handle it. Depending, I'll also just say this, because I've had claims before when I first started. I've had issues as well. It takes some time for them to get an estimate, and then they don't. With Synergy, I believe they didn't actually pull my cash until they got the final, when it was fixed, when it was repaired. they didn't pull any money out until the actual. They sent me an email with the estimate amount of damage that it caused. I think it was like $400 or $500, and then like weeks later. So all the whole from the accident to they took my money to pay for it. It was like, I don't know, 5-6 weeks. Maybe that was an on-off thing. Maybe it was that's normal. I don't know. But they eventually did take the actual money that it cost out of my account there. So anyways, hopefully that helps. If you have any specific questions, let us know here in the chat. RB channel, I'm afraid of starting a new channel. It's hard enough to run one. You ain't kidding, man. Oh my word. One channel is plenty. And technically I actually do have, I manage my church YouTube. I manage another guy's YouTube. I then have 2 other channels that I've never talked about on here, and I'm not going to really share with you guys because it has nothing to do with any of this. So I'm kind of already doing more than one channel. It's always all those other things are always secondary. But anyways, it's a little ridiculous, but I find time and we just make it happen. And I'm just trying to help some other people out with their YouTube stuff. So, Tim, yes, happy birthday, man. I actually remembered. So that's a miracle in itself. But glad you had a great day today, man. They left mine at the 10%. It just took longer to pay it since it became 3,000. Okay, yeah, that seems reasonable to me. You know, in an unfortunate situation, just saying, hey, listen, you got to pay us back for this, and we're not going to make things worse temporarily for you. You know, taking 15 or 20% or anything crazy, but just hey, you're going to pay us back. It'll just take a little longer. That seems, reasonable to me. But yeah, that can take some time to finally reach $3,000, man. Fair winds. Well, I guess that makes sense. $3,000. So if it doubled, then Horizon's bond account is $1,500. Then I'm assuming. So, does anybody know? Is there any other transporter company that doesn't have a bond account set at $1,500? I've heard of it. I've heard guys say that they had one that was different, but I didn't know which company that was. Anybody in the chat, has anybody seen a company that did not have $1,500 as their bond account? Let's see. David, what's going on? Hi, Daniel. Hope you're having a good night. Wondering if you idle. If not, how do you handle climate control? So I do idle at night. I clean out my emission stuff regularly. Yeah, I could not sleep in my truck, especially with a dog that lets out gases at times. I could not sleep in my truck with stuffy air like that, whether it's cold or hot. I've got to have air flowing, and so I do idle. And yeah, it's just I'm not willing to do that, and that's just kind of where I'm at. And other people do other things, and you do what you got to do. I'm just telling you. So that's kind of where I'm at on it. I know there's guys who have, inverters, who have those power supplies where they have the AC, window units, those kind of things. There's all sorts of ideas out there, but yeah, I do idle. John, thanks. Okay. Hopefully we did help you there, man. Oh my word! Best comment of the video chat. Oh wow, that's awesome. Fairwinds. I've seen your other channel. Your makeup tutorials are amazing. Oh wow, that's excellent. Oh, you're awesome, man. Richard, what's going on? Let's see. Any any insurance company recommendations? How much would an average policy cost per month? Okay. Oh man, my face hurts. That was good. Oh wow. um. So, insurance, an average, policy. First of all, it's going to be off of your the value of the truck that you, or the total value that you told the company your truck is worth. Based on that is going to determine quite a bit whether it's the $1 million policy. Some only require 500,000. Some are $1 million. Just depends on that. There's going to be some companies that can get you group rates. Synergy had that with, or still has that with, who was it? Somebody, can't remember them now, but Creative Underwriters. I think they shuffled all of their insurees or whatever to another company, Canal Insurance, something like that. Anyways, it's going to vary, honestly, depending on the value of your vehicle. That might be it, Fairwinds. That might be it. Not for sure on that. I know that's a big name that I hear about a lot, but not for sure on that. Let's see. Right now, I'm paying $233 per month. At one time, I was paying over $500 a month. That was ridiculous. That was insane. But yeah, that was a rough time. Paying just for insurance. But anywhere between 200 and 500, I would say that's kind of the ballpark range. And somewhere within that is where you're going to be. I would say that average would be somewhere around $300, more rather than higher up. But that's just kind of where I would think it would be at. Man, Fairwinds, you got me with that. That's still hilarious. Bingo on the 15. Heard of a company doing 1,000, but can't remember which one. Okay, gotcha. Richard, what's going on? Oh, I just answered the other one for you. Bet your dog says you let out more air than him. You guys are killing me. Oh my word. Probably. He's got some bad breath though. I think mine's a slightly better. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Jody, interested in drive-away loads. Are most drive-away Class A or drive-aways mostly diesel or gas? Do most pull for better money? I'm not a drive-away guy. Unfortunately, I don't know how much I can help. I would assume most are more diesel rather than gas. And I would assume they would also pay more money than a B or a C, I believe. But if I'm getting, don't listen to me. I wish I knew more about that stuff. I don't. If anybody in the chat can help, Jody, I don't know if I can on the drive away. So, Butler, some people get a generator, an AC unit, and a Wabesco heating system. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'll look up the. I'm probably killing that name. Wabosco. I have no. I'm not even getting close, probably. But yeah, Eugene, very good idea there. Richard, thank you. That's your Horizon uses, and the details sound identical. Okay, gotcha. Fair winds of flowing seas. We had the same issue with one of our pets, same as you. And his poultry changed the food, and it was gone. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, the vet originally told us he had an ear infection, and he had his whole right ear was absolutely blood red. I mean, he wasn't bleeding, but oh man, his right ear, and then these like scabs all over his whole body, and you could just pick them off with your finger, and it's kind of gross, but he was just in torture, and so we got some type of allergy medication, and it's been working. It's toned it down a lot. But so yeah, maybe it's the poultry. But the vet said it was some type of yeast infection thing going on. So, anyways, yeah. Where am I at here? I'm all over the place. Tim, your insurance is cheaper because you were getting old. There you go. Yeah. Well, and also the main thing is each year I've lowered my value of my truck each time, so that if I'm insuring less money on potential for them having to pay out, then there you go. So yeah, it's been 4 years, almost 5. That's kind of crazy to think. This last year is kind of weird with COVID, actually being on the road, but yeah, definitely getting older. Things are getting a little cheaper. Have not had an accident. I'm so grateful. I'm thankful to God for that. That I've been safe out on the road. I've had some crazy times, but yeah. Let's see, Sean. Driveway pays much less. Honestly, don't know how they make any money. Yeah, I've only heard from people going from nothing to from going from driveway, not making as much money to towaway. So yeah, I seen someone mention Classic. I think it was 33 foot and was paying 30 cents a mile. Oh, whoa! How do you make money on that? That's wild. Fair winds, sir. Let's get this man his Stewart soda. Thank you. Oh, my word. Oh, man. Yeah. So I ordered I ordered on Amazon just to make sure it would happen. It's not here yet, but I ordered a 24 pack of the orange cream Stewart's. So they will be here, I'm assuming, in the next day or two or whatever. But yeah, it was, oh my word. In the last chat, we talked about Stewart's orange cream soda. I love that soda. I like any orange or grape. I'll take just about any brand. I love it. Some brands are not the best. It's too just feel like I'm drinking acid. But orange cream soda from Stewart's, it just touches my soul, man. I lose it. I love it. Pulling that out of the fridge and just chugging one or just slowly drinking it. Oh, it just hits the spot. It's the best. So thank you for that. Really appreciate that, man. Jody, thanks, Sean. Good to know. All right. Peter, Sammy's Road Life, Drive Away, RV Transport. She can help you. Oh yeah. She started her second channel for the pneumatic couple. So she has her own Drive Away where I think she breaks down. I can't talk. She breaks down the different numbers for for doing drive away, her side of it. So that might be a great place to check out. Peter, thank you for putting that in here, plugging that. I totally forgot about that, but yeah, she has her other channel, I believe, on YouTube as well. So that's awesome. Tim, thank you. Richard, thank you so much, man. How's it going? It is going well. Yeah, just living life right now. Right now, I'm currently only drinking water in this, so I don't have any special drinks right now with me. So no soda. I lied. I have a 2-liter of Coke that is in my garage right now, but I'm going to be using that to eat away the acid and the corrosion on all of my sockets and things. So I'm not going to be drinking that. So anyways, yeah, I don't have anything else to drink but water. So here we go. I've not been drinking as much water recently, and so I'm getting kind of dehydrated. So definitely need to turn that around and just start chugging water, getting that going. So let's see. Tim, Daniel, get your dog some Dinovite. Okay, let's see what Dinovite is. I'm assuming it's some type of something or other for dogs. Okay, itch relief. Okay. Chewable, soothes itchy, flaky skin. Okay. I will definitely check that out. I do think it's a food issue, but if this can help too, the more the merrier. I just hate to see him itching and scratching and licking. And man, if that were me, if I'm constantly just going all over the place, that's torture. Man. Let's see. So thank you, Tim, for that. Richard, you and Fairwinds and Falling Seas are awesome. Hey, man, thank you for that. We're just two guys just trying to help people and share our experiences and just trying to serve you guys and do what we can and just trying to be available. So we're just like you guys. Nothing special about us, but besides, he's got the jokes. He's got the jokes on me bad, and he's got me cracking up most of the time. So, oh man, Fairwinds. Most of what I've seen to start and drive away and move into towaway once they can get a truck. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what I've seen as well. Sean, Dale's got me on a grape soda kick lately. Oh no. I'm telling you, man, it just something about it. Orange cream or grape, it just calls to me. I hear the call. Like it's just the best. So, oh man. Let's see. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Richard. Sean, 24 pack. That's probably like $500, isn't it? So I believe it was. Honestly, it was close to $3. Close to $3 a bottle. It was the cheapest one I could find on Amazon. So it's like 70, almost $80, and that's insane to me. But I'm just like, man, if I'm gonna buy it, I'd like to just do it in one, foul swoop. So, that's a lot of money for some soda. But man, I cannot believe it still. It was at 99 cents at Rural King, and they shoot me in the leg and put Faygo there, and it's okay, but it's not cream, man. It's not the orange. Oh man. So, anyways, yeah, I'm on my rant again here, but yeah, it was kind of dumb, to pay that, but I gotta have it. I gotta have some every once in a while. Peter, yes, okay. Eugene, here is a diesel heater about the size of a loaf of bread. Okay. Look at that too. Okay, first of all, you guys are awesome in this chat because you guys are giving me. First of all, there's so many things I have no idea what's even going on. You guys give me all the answers, and you're giving me all like the solutions as well. So I'm just going to keep taking notes. You guys are basically running this chat because I have you guys are filling in all the on the blanks here. I'm going to type that in here. Let's go here. Okay. Looks like a loaf of bread to me. Perfect. 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 Oh my, a little expensive, but wow. Okay. Solid here though. Looks like it's ready to blast off into outer space. So that's awesome. Thank you, Eugene. Tim, the cream soda at Tractor Supply is good. Okay. Tim, do you know if it is the Stewart's or if it's another brand? Maybe I'll have to. Is it $3 a bottle or is it $1? That also is a factor. Oh man, David, thank you, Gene. I will look into it. Okay, very good. Ohio, hello all, just jumped in. Thank you for joining us. We're just having a wild time here in the chat. It's Tim's birthday, so wish him happy birthday. And we are just having a good time here. I ended up going to church today. We had like a chili cook-off thing. I had 5 chilies, 2 cornbreads. I didn't get to the pie because the chili basically spoke to me, and I just had to eat all of it. So it was a good time tonight. We had a cornhole tournament at church, and Kara and I, if you saw her on the live stream a little bit ago, we got destroyed. We got beat by by Pastor and another guy. So had a good time though, and came back right after that. So we are here. So yeah, thanks for joining us. Let's see, fair winds. We need to do another live together. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time, bro. For real, we've got to do it. Whether if you're more this way, we'll find a way to make it happen. Or here or anywhere around this, area, Indiana area. I'll come to you if I can find a load going west more to you. But definitely, man, we had a blast. And honestly, that intro to that lot or to my video where we did the questions, that part where I'll just say this: if you have not watched that video, first of all, go watch our live together, Fair Winds and Following Seas. Go watch the live video from a couple months ago now, where I think his title was like, I needed help or something like that. And then my video, which was not a live video, it was something like, look who blew in, or look what blew in, or something like that. And we just had an absolute blast together. It was a great time. With that first intro, the first like 15 seconds, I die every time because he just it's just the best. Oh man. Oh yeah. So yeah, anytime we can get together, man. Let's see. Richard, for those not in the industry yet, how are the load boards looking? Yeah. Fairwind said it correctly. We've got 150. There's generally been closer to 300, 400, 500 at one point. Let me turn off my notifications here. Yeah, things are definitely low with the part shortages going on. So that's kind of where we're at with that. And there's no real, guaranteed at this time things are going to go back to normal. We don't have a normal right now. I think it's about the dumbest thing to say, well, this is the new normal. Well, things are going to go back to where they were before to a certain degree. But anyways, nevertheless. Let's see. Ohio, I want a heater for my camper. I hear they're good. Very good. Very good. Hey, Tim, great to see you in here. Yeah. Dan the man, what's going on? Glad to have you here. Fellow Dan in the house. Awesome. Peter, we're all a team. Yeah. Let's see, Tim. Well, how are you? Eugene, I used the heater to heat My semi in the winter, it was 1 gallon in 8 hours versus 8 gallons in 8 hours in semi. Wow. That's awesome, Eugene. Eugene, I would also ask for that system, what's the life expectancy on that type of a heater setup? Is that a year? Is that, how many hours? I guess if you can gauge, how many hours would that be for that heater? Is that 10 years worth? Is it 5 years? What would you say would be the case on that? Let's see here. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm a little slow here. Sean, motherboards are really down big time. Yep. Plus it's a 12-volt system. Huh. Okay. Yes, that was the title. Okay, gotcha. It was the right title. Tractor Supply has the best snacks. Peanut butter pretzels. I found that they evaporate if you don't screw the lid on and put them out of reach. Very good. Let's see. Were you all? I'm in Greenville, South Carolina. New Arizona, Wisconsin. Very good. Okay. This is exactly what happened with our pet. That said it was an allergy, gave us a prescription, but someone told us to change the food to non-poultry. No more issue. Give it a try. Okay, thank you very much for that. I'm going to go ahead and check. The vet also already told us what food to buy. So I'm going to go check that and make sure it doesn't have that in it, and kind of go from there. Thank you for that, though. All right. Let's see. Let's just go on. Anybody who, oh dear, getting text messages about kickers losing games for teams. If you are just tuning in now or recently, this week has been. If you saw my last stream, I was talking about, hey, I'm going to be working on my electrical this week. Did not know how long it was going to take. If you saw my last 2 videos, which it seems no one really cares for them, and that's cool because it's not the best content, in my opinion. Just kind of talking through my auxiliary electrical issues that I've had, what I've gone to do to fix all of those things, or really just replacing cords, rewiring things, cleaning things up, organizing them. This week has been a nightmare, but it's also been great. I ripped out so much stuff, so many wires going all over the place that I had cut off, that it wasn't connected to anything, or all sorts of things. Got things cleaned up, threw all that away, ran brand new lines, got everything heat shrink wrapped to everything. I mean, just a ridiculous amount of wires running. And for me, this week has been kind of an investment in my future, going down the road without having any of these issues. Having auxiliary power to your truck, it's definitely doable. Most people think that, maybe it's not that hard. It's just a positive line and a ground. And then maybe you throw a switch in there, so it's a third wire going from wire to power to the, and then from the, once the switch is on, then going to the thing that you're turning on. But when you have multiple things running, just going through this, I've got my auxiliary fuel tank pump. That's an easy one. There's a ground, there's a positive. It goes straight to the battery, or straight to the switch, and then to the battery. You turn on the switch, you got power. Boom, it fills up your tank. You click it off. Boom, done. I've got my replacement of a 7-pin line because my factory harness 7-pin, for whatever reason, never worked when I bought the truck. So I ran a 7-pin line straight all the way back, and then had to also change the ground out. So that's grounded out back there as well. I just added 2 LED lights, one on the back bumper left and back bumper right. About a year ago, somebody ripped out one of those, cut the line, undid the bolt that had, I think I put Loctite on there to keep it secure. They literally got it all the way and ripped it out. I didn't back up anything, and they happened to break off. Like, my bumper's untouched. They stole my LED light, left the left one, took the right one. Wires exposed, the whole thing, ripped everything out. So I replaced those, ran a line all the way, grounded it to the back, near the bumper there to the frame, and then ran a line all the way back to the front of the truck, which that goes to a switch, and then again. So right out of the gate, quite a bit of things from the back. Then I have my AirDog 2 fuel pump. That's an aftermarket, replacing the fuel pump part of the engine. That's a simple thing as well, going off of a relay. And then I also added my airbag system, which has a compressor, has a full system to tell which bag to put air into to even it out. So I've got that power as well. I also have another on-air compressor system in my truck. I've never really talked about it because it's never actually worked, because I never had the time or the patience or any of it to be able to operate that correctly. I now do. And I did everything I needed to do, adding relays, adding fuses, adding all of these different things. And essentially, it was fairly ridiculous to do, but I got it done to the point where once I get one of my lines replaced, that's coming tomorrow, I will have onboard air system on my truck, to where I can plug in from my coupler to my to anything, to pump up my tires, to do lug nuts, to do any of that stuff, all off of this air that has a 2.5 gallon air tank that's mounted in the bed of the truck. And then what else do I have? That's quite a bit already. And then I have my plow actuator. When I do plow my driveway or other people's driveways, whatever, I have that. And then there's something else. I'm forgetting it, but there's something else. Many different things that I have to redo, and essentially turning the cobweb mess of wires everywhere to everything's run the right way. Nothing's going to be touching the wheels. Nothing's going to be rubbing any chance of those things. And it's just been one thing at a time, getting that together. So it has taken me several days. Number one, to make sure that I get all of the wires, old wires taken out, things cleaned up, run the right way, and then making sure the length of the wire with the amperage that it could actually take it for each system to make sure it was going to work correctly. So anyway, this might be just gibberish to you. It's been a nightmare. It truly has been. I'm so grateful I'm done. I got my truck running today. The battery was dead because I've been testing things and doing things this whole week, and it's not been charging the battery. It's been off. It's taken me a full week to do all this stuff. And in the back of my mind, I can hear myself saying, and probably you saying, Daniel, that's really dumb. You should have paid somebody else to do it, and they would have done it professionally, and you could have paid them money, yeah, but then you could have been on the road as well. And my answer to that, to myself, to you maybe, is, Daniel, first of all, they don't know the setup that I want. And in this industry, being able to have to know exactly what's going on in every part of the system of your vehicle, to know what's going on, to me, it's vital. It's very important for me to know exactly what's actually going on, and when there is trouble, where do you go? What's if you didn't wire it up yourself? How are you going to know where to go to fix it? There's just a number of things that scream out to me. You need to do this yourself, and so paying somebody else and not really knowing the quality of their work, if they ran it the right way that you wanted it to, and followed instructions and exactly what I want, or do they run it a different way versus me doing it for free and it's simply taking a lot longer because I need to know what's going on. I need to be able to figure things out myself, and so I spent no money, having somebody else do it, but it took a lot longer for me to do it. I ended up not making any money this week versus paying somebody else to do it and making me, maybe I would have made some money, but I now have peace of mind. And in this industry, on the side of the road, on the road, you've got to have that, whether it's electrical stuff, whether it's your fifth wheel operating right, like whatever you've got going on in your truck, you need to know that it's going to be consistent, that it's not going to fail you. And if things do fail you, hopefully you can be able to know and determine the best course of action to correct that. So anyways, rant is over. I'm sorry. I felt like that question was going to come on, and I keep beating myself up with it. But at the end of the day, it took me a week to go through a ridiculous amount of stuff, and now it's done correctly, and I'm not going to have to fiddle with it. And in some way, I'm able to, breathe a sigh of relief. And so, anyways, I'm done. I'll shut up. Let's go. I'm way behind in chat. Sorry, guys. I used it 14 hours a day for 4 years. Wow. And had to have the injector replaced 2 years. I had a cardiac event, so got off the road for 10 years. Okay, gotcha. Okay, Eugene. 14 hours a day for 4 years. That's some serious hours. Wow. Okay. And so you're saying not a good time to get into RV transport. I just started looking into it a few weeks ago. Hot shot, box truck, semi too. Yeah, maybe some of those are a little different situation. I would also just say, though, Ohioan RV transport's probably versus hot shot, and I don't know about the box truck and semi, but doing RV transport, if you already have the truck to do it, this may be your least amount of liability that you're putting on yourself, the least amount of risk. Doing hot shot, getting your own authority, insurance, figuring out load boards, all that stuff all yourself. RV transport's kind of the half step in between making those big moves into hot shotting or elite, semi, depending if you're leasing on with somebody else. I don't know about that for driving semi underneath somebody else's authority. But yeah, RV transport's kind of the step in between. So if you're wanting to make one of these steps into one of these categories, like you're saying, RV transport would still be that kind of middle ground area, that half step between really sinking yourself into some of these bigger opportunities that kind of grab a hold of you a lot more. Generally, everything slows down in the winter. Yep. However, this year we have Rona, hoping it bounces back soon. Yep. Definitely agree with that. Sean, I bet you are exhausted from messing with the electrical system on your truck this week, but peace of mind is almost priceless. You reap what you sow. Sean, I got to tell you, my fingers right now from stripping wires and twisting them, getting everything together, the tips of my fingers are hurting so bad. I need like some type of woman lotion or something on. I don't even know. Like my fingers feel like I've got metal in them right now. I probably do, but they definitely hurt. But it is what it is. Yeah. So, but definitely peace of mind for sure. Is what I finally have after this week. Where did I hear that? Hoping to land on something after the new year. Tired of my current job income. I have a good tempo for startup. Okay, very good, very good. Eugene, the videos were good on your electrical repair. You should tell people there's always enough time to do it right. The first time and not enough time to do it over again. Time is money. And I think I did see your comment, Eugene, on the second video saying that what was it? Oh shoot! That if they need to be able to show every kind of thing, every little wire going back and forth, they probably shouldn't be messing with the electrical stuff on the truck and starting a fire. I've messed with. I've watched a boatload of videos on electrical stuff. I have a book on automotive electrical stuff as well. And then just lots and lots of forums and reading and researching and learning. And so that's really just the name of the game with learning some of these things that we can do. We can figure this stuff out. It may just take some time, and to make sure you do it correctly, it may take a lot more time than you think it should take. So definitely with you on that. Kind of sounds like to give a man a fish. Give a man a fish and let. Okay, yeah. I just trying to do it myself and not have to pay somebody else to do it when I could do it. Just might take a little longer for me to do it. Sounds like I'm going to wait until after the new year to look at getting into the industry. I don't need to start now. I'm a full-time RVer and travel the country. Okay, very good. Yeah, sounds like you got the cushion to sit on the side for a little bit. I would. That's probably best case scenario for you. But I'm still going to start. Hey, that sounds great. Doesn't matter if you're getting into it tomorrow or in a year. Any way I can help. I'm sure Fairwinds and Following Seas. He's got answers to be able to help out too. Whatever we can do to help, it's there's answers out there. So love to be able to help, and of course that's free. There is no money thing with that. Just I want to be a help any way I can. Hopefully I have the answers. So yeah. Example: hot shot first year in Florida with your own authority, minimum insurance, 1 million liability, 100,000 cargo, run you between 15 to 20,000 for the year. Wow, not messing around there. Thank you for the response. I'm wondering if you operate under. Hold on. Laughing at Fairwinds down there saying. So if you're leasing your truck to a transporting company, you're operating underneath their authority versus your own paying your own authority for that. So no, we don't. If I'm reading that question right, and I'm getting blown up on my phone here. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I read that right? You operate under your own LLC. Wow, not authority. So you can run RV. Okay, Ryder's over here stabbing me here. Okay. Thank you. Get down, buddy. Okay. Yes, say hi. Yes. Mwah. Love you, boy. All right. Sorry, I apparently cannot read. Operate under your own LLC. So I don't have an LLC for RV transporting. I know that don't kill each other. I know that man it can be released to. Okay. So yeah, if you are if you have to do the IFTA, you've got to have the actual LLC. Unless let's see here. If you have IFTA, you have to have an LLC unless you operate under the IFTA of the company you are leased to. Okay. So there's that answer. Fairwinds, I'm a professional. I have the YouTube app. I'm telling you, it can be pretty sketchy when you're first starting out. If you are trying to do auxiliary stuff, make sure you've got fuses in place and they're not too big of a fuse so that they do blow if you're going to mess something up and arc something. We've all been there. Oh, man. Let's see. If you guys are thinking about a truck, Amos makes a good pull truck. Most have an airbag system. Their cabin chassis setup, and you can install Class 5 sleeper looks at the used market. Huh. Very good idea, Tim. That sounds pretty solid. And I would assume most of those are diesels. At least I've heard of them being diesel. So, yeah, very good. Very good. Boards may be light, but it seems veteran drivers are getting dispatched regularly. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Versus 3,600 for RV transport insurance. Ouch. Yeah, 3,600 versus 15 to 25,000. RV transport is definitely the stepping stone before hot shot or your own authority with semi or any of that stuff. That's some serious cash going on there. Yes, you are under their authority, but there are times the LLC is required. Gotcha. Sitting at a Petro in Effingham, Illinois, and back to Indiana tomorrow to grab home, hopefully back to New Hampshire. It will be 9 days tomorrow since I took a load to San Marcos. Okay, very good, very good. And I operate under an LLC, but it is not necessary. The majority do not, from what I've seen. Yeah, that's true. I need to do better with time. Any tips? Keith, what do you mean do better with time? You mean being more efficient out on the road, or fill-ups you're taking too long, or what do you mean by that? Sorry, I'm a little slow here. Oh, running to Cali and back. Oh, you just going to California. That's 3.5-ish days, maybe there. Faster than 9 days. How many miles were you running per day? I would assume that's got to be a huge component of it. If you weren't just having really long days or whatever may have gone on. 700 the last couple. Huh. 3.5 is accurate. I'm on that run right now. Yeah. 3.5 seems to be about right. You must have, maybe if you're only going 600 each day compared to the 700, that's 100 miles for, the 4, 5, 6 days total. So that adds another day. I don't know about, getting to 9, but yeah, that seems, make it back. Oh, but you will need to reset. That's right. Keep the left door closed. Gotcha on that. Yeah. Let me go back up here. That was time. Tim, that may be my next truck. Plus, they have all those cool lights. That's awesome. By the way, I saw one at auction go for $4,000. Had engine problems. Oh, okay. Gotcha. 3.5 out, reset, and come back. Do a reset at the yard when you pick. You can make it Cali and back to the yard before needing a reset. Yeah. Yeah. From essentially, there may be some lag over, but 7 days to turn into a 9-day trip. Yeah, that just seems, oh man, Ryder just stepped on my toe and just, I think he drew blood. Okay. Ouch. Yeah, that seems like what's kind of going on. Oh my word, my dogs are all over the place. But yeah. Babies, hey, settle down. Yeah, I've done yeah, about seven for me as well, going all the way there and back. And I'm a little, it's only 2 hours, but a little closer to California, I guess, if you could say that, than just Goshen. So anyways, hey, settle down. Can you get your toy? Get your toy. All right, thank you. Let's see, David, if I drop the RV, go off duty, can I drive home off duty since I'm not working without logging time and go off duty? So do you mean, are you dropping the load at the dealership, or are you and go off duty? I'm assuming you're dropping load and then you're not just dropping it off somewhere nearby or something and then going on personal conveyance. So yeah, that would Fairwinds has got it. If I made my delivery, yeah, that's going to be your company policy. Just like Fairwinds said, there are some companies that say, yeah, you can go on personal conveyance or off duty, and then essentially you show your your post trip and your drop off as the last time at the dealership, wherever that location is, and then you go off duty, personal conveyance, and then a day, 2, 3, however many days later, you pop up on duty, pre-trip, wherever you're starting from, at home, or whether that's at the yard, if you live there, whatever, and then you start going from there. Some companies are going to say, nope. You log every single mile all the way back home, all the way back to getting another load, whether you're dispatched on a load or not. That just depends on that company, what they say. So, for the Green Bible, yes, that's legal. If you're not dispatched, advancing towards the yard. If you pop up at the yard, that is illegal. Yep. That makes sense to me. See. I'll just say a note on this. I know a guy who he has been told by Synergy that we can do personal conveyance. I have done personal conveyance for 4 years. Going home, I'm not dispatched. Multiple days later, I call, I get a dispatch, over the weekend, whatever. I call, get a load. I'm dispatched. I then leave from where I live to Goshen. And I've never had any issue. I've had multiple level ones. No one said a word. They've looked at my logbooks every time, print off the last 2 weeks of your stuff, plus today, blah, 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 blah. And I've had people who say, yeah, okay, great, whatever, get out of here, go, level 1 done. We couldn't nab you on something. And then I have a buddy who went to North Dakota, Fargo, North Dakota, and he gets there, does the level 1, no problems at all. Print off your logbook. As soon as he sees personal conveyance, you're dead. You dirty RV transporter, rotten, no good, whoozy-whatsy, whatever people. You can't use personal conveyance. You're not real truckers. You think you are real truckers. You can't do any of that stuff. How dare you? That's not for you. That's not legal for you to do. I'm writing you up for everything. I'm parking you for 24 hours. You're getting a ticket and da-da-da-da-da. Excuse me, what? So he said, sir, I'm not trying to tell you what the rules are, but I can use personal conveyance. I'm not advancing towards the thing. I'm not going forward. I'm not cheating the hours. I literally would have arrived much later than I would have even on the logbook. I'm literally doing nothing illegal. Nope, nope, nope. You're gone. You're out of here. Done. Boom, gone. So my buddy calls Synergy, says, hey, Synergy, something's going on here. Explains the whole thing. Synergy's compliance says, oh, no, they did not. Nope, nope, nope. We're fighting this. So they called, did a whole bunch of work trying to figure things out. He was still parked for the whole 24 hours. He still did get the ticket. Synergy did try to bring that to, I believe, tried to bring that to court and try to fight that whole thing, because that's not what Synergy has been told countless times by everybody. And yet our driver still gets, my buddy still got shot, so the reason why Fairwinds is saying that depends on your driver. The company policy varies on that. It's because some companies have been hit so many times by certain places around the country with DOT officers that don't actually know what they're talking about, or maybe people were taking advantage of it. I don't know. They've either seen that and have that issue, and they say, you know what, it's so much easier to just shut this thing down, record every single mile, and never have the issue come up again. Or some companies who have still said, we're still within our bounds, this is ridiculous, we're going to keep doing this, but we're going to fight it. So that's just kind of the two options. So anyways, that's what I've heard. That's the story that I've heard as well, and think it's fairly dumb, but it is what it is. I'm thinking more, if I make delivery to Colorado, then go off duty, or to Wisconsin for a few days, then do pre-trip and go on the log and drive to yard because you were at your house when dispatched. Right. Hours, no reset needed. Just as useful as IRS or ATF. Oh man, back to David. I'm thinking more if I make Colorado, going off duty, driving to Wisconsin for a few days, then do pre-trip and go on a logbook and drive to the yard. Technically, you're closer to the yard than you were before. I would still just say you need to ask your company, are you allowed to use personal conveyance or not? That's going to be the name of the game for you. If your company does say you can't use personal conveyance and then you get in trouble putting down personal conveyance with a DOT officer, that may be pretty rough. As for me, I have always done personal conveyance. I also don't run as hard as some other guys, where literally you can see there's no possible way I could have cheated or made, gained hours or this or that. I don't take enough loads to be able to cheat the system. It just isn't going to happen for me. That's just where I'm at. So, I love that comment, Fairwinds. If you're using ELD, you can use PC if not headed to a load, dispatch unload. But if you are not using that, you cannot use the PC side of the log. I just ran. Let me see, didn't invest. Okay. My company told me that I can log off duty, see, visit friends or whatever. But as soon as I head back, I need to log on duty driving. Okay, Keith. Gotcha. Eventually, everyone will be required to have an ELD and log everything. In other words, there will be no exceptions for anyone in interstate commerce. Alan, you're probably right. I with the way things are going, it's interesting. All these laws and all DOT and everything is supposed to keep us safe. The whole reason why the logbook, all these safety standards, It's supposedly to help keep us safe. It's interesting me. It's interesting to me, however, that I would say a large portion of drivers out there, and I'm sure this is a great debate, and people go to war about it. And I don't even know where to start with that, but we've got so many rules, and we've got so many things we have to follow and do this in order, and all these different things that have to happen, or else this counts, but that doesn't count. But in this state, it does. But things are so all over the place. It's just it's chaos. And then at the end of the day, are you actually keeping people safe? The people who are going to be out dumb out on the road when they shouldn't be out on the road, they're going to find ways to cheat or whatever you want to call it, no matter what system you have in place. Meanwhile, the drivers who are just doing what they're doing and they're safe about it and they're not ridiculous and they're not pushing the limits, they're being punished to a certain degree. I think it's ridiculous. That's just my opinion. You have yours. That's okay. It is what it is. Anybody watching, that's just kind of where I'm at on it. It seems like it's getting out of hand, and that's just, it is what it is. But wow, yeah. It is only a matter of time, and unfortunately, I think it's very soon. Yeah, during DOT inspection, do they check your speed via time and miles? I've had one actually compare. You left from this place. He typed it in on his phone, GPS, what gas station were you at, what place were you at, from this place to this place, compare the time and the miles. I've seen him literally do that. Most have not when I've had level 1 inspections, but I've had 1 or 2 times where they actually said, you made it from Connecticut to Ohio in how many hours? Let's do this. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, okay, good, no problem. So yeah, they do that, but it's very rare, very rare. Keith, yes, yep. So that it used to be a lot more chaotic when each state was separate on the CDL. Okay, Mark, gotcha. Alan, too many people running dirty. I believe that they've cracked down on hotshot RV transport is next. Yeah, I can see that happening. It's amazing to me, but okay, sure. Yeah, I'm sure it's a long conversation with this, but how many accidents or issues are they really solving? Are there better ways to go about this? And I don't know about that. I'm curious myself. Don't use a computer, operate truck, keep old truck rebuilt. There you go, Tim. That's not a bad idea. First of all, it's probably cheaper to maintain to begin with. Maintenance and everything else going on. Probably more reliable with all these crazy systems that we've got in our trucks. It's a spaceship. It's crazy. Let's see, Alan Keith. I've actually gotten a speeding ticket and shut down for 10 because I logged it like it was air miles or normal terrain. Huh. Oh my word. Wow. Wow. That is rough. Okay. Well, guys, man, 37 in the live chat, 36. This is pretty wild. I think this is an all-time high, I think. Let's see. I had to get a portion plates but not EFTA. When I went through New Mexico, they said I didn't need to get a permit. Is it the same for all states requiring? Oh, man, it's popping in here. How to get a portion plans, but not after when I went through. Sorry, guys, I'm a slow reader here, and when it pops up, I'm having to refocus here. When I went through, so I didn't need to get a permit. So the same for all states requiring a permit. If I'm reading that right, for getting a permit? I don't know that. I guess I don't have the answer to that question on the IFTA. Maybe Fair Winds can. Okay, yeah, Fair Winds is setting the deal there because I was listening. Go get your IFTA. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, yeah, that's above my pay grade on that, Keith and 1.5. Mark, are people doing the RV transport as a 1099 counter using LLC for themselves, and do the companies allow that? Mark, yes, they do. You can have an LLC or be a sole proprietor, being a contractor, 1099. So yes. Joe Bear, what's going on? What's going on? Everybody just joining in. What was the most difficult update to your truck lately? Well, as you know, doing the electrical stuff on the truck, that's been a nightmare this last week. But I did end up getting everything put together. I do have some air lines that I do have to fix to my airbags, and then everything will be set to go. I'll be rolling. But it was the most difficult. The most difficult about the electrical stuff. Keeping everything straight in my head. I actually had to write down on some paper, making sure all the lines, diagram type of thing, showing everything on, and making sure that, okay. Also, I guess secondary to that would be like doing a relay, making sure, 30 and 87 and then 86 and 85, making sure getting those two straight and not messing those up for the constant and then the actual switch for that. So anyways, yeah, that was an exciting time. Checking myself on that before I melt my truck or anything crazy. I just got to go slow thinking that through. Chris, you get 58 cents per mile, Texas. If you can prove it, record every mile you can. Yep. Alan, a portion which are not required to buy permits. Huh. Okay. It's again above my pay grade. I do not have to deal with that. Should be more people in here, very informed. Thank you all. Hey guys, honestly, you guys are filling in the cracks and answering questions probably more than me on some of these things. Pretty crazy. Awesome. You guys are helpers. You guys are the helpers. Awesome. Thanks, Alan. Keith, you're okay. So 11.5. When you replace your turbo, get a switchblade turbo. Switchblade turbo. Never heard of that before. Tim, what's different about that? And I'll just start. Let me look that puppy up here. Switchblade turbo. Switchblade turbo. I'm just going to keep repeating it and be super annoying here. I don't know what's different about a switchblade turbo, but I see that they're fairly expensive, like other turbos. I will definitely look that up, though. I didn't know if that was a name brand or. Maybe that is a name brand. The switchblade is a veritable geometry turbo that has spooling up with a small turbo that can open up. Okay, gotcha. So this is an actual company, Switchblade Turbo. Gotcha. Sorry about that. I'm slow. Very good, though. Very good. I will definitely look into those. My turbo is not going to last for forever. I'm grateful for the 570 whatever thousand miles I have on it now, but I'm sure it'll be coming up in my future, and can't wait for that. So, and yes, some states do not require a permit because of abortion. If it is for the tax, so yes, you need that too. Casey, I found out the only state now making you get a permit with a parking place is Idaho and Arizona. They told me that because I'm registered at 20, I don't need. Huh. Okay. If you're at 26, you don't need a portion. Okay. Okay, I'm good then. It scared me. Keith, oh man. 126 good. But then you have to buy the. Okay. Also, if you have a portion plates, you have to have, that's the tax portion of the Russian government, got to get their cut 3 to 4 times. Oh my word. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty great. Trying to keep all that stuff straight, man. That is crazy. More plates on your truck now. You must have IFTA. Okay. Gotcha, guys. Well, 33 in the chat here. Great conversation going on with you guys. Keith, Allen, fair winds. You guys are killing it on here, talking through those things. Joe Bear, what's going on? Random question: what's your favorite snack for the road? Oh, favorite snack. Favorite snack. Probably like baked Lay's. Obviously, when you get into chips, the bottom of that bag, usually you start hitting that real quick because you're gonna eat through that whole thing pretty quickly. I don't know. My favorite snack, some type of chip or Kara, her sister, has a Amway business, and so I try to support her. And she's got these every type of nut you can imagine. You're basically a squirrel if you buy this. Basically, it's this nut bar, whatever thing, protein, all this crazy stuff, and chocolate or whatever. And I'll eat one of those, and it'll fill me up all the way. It's crazy. So I do like those. Definitely some baked Lays, some maybe barbecue baked Lays. That'll hit the spot hard. But those are generally my jam out on the road. But for the most part, I get a variety of things. Sometimes I'll bring stuff from home. But honestly, just icebreaker, the blue cube icebreaker gumball things, or whatever. That and a whole bunch of water. I'm trying to more and more not just keep snacking on the road. I could eat probably 1 million Starbursts in a day and get in a dangerous place. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Outlaw down. All these states collect money on the toll road. Why don't they fix their roads? Tim, you're not lying there. Man. Dried mango from Aldi and almonds. Dried mango sounds very good, actually. Oh my word. I know Kara goes there. I might have to ask her to grab me some dried mango. Man, that sounds really good right now. As my mouth's watering. Let's see. Back to the piece. Conveyed subject. We're saying if you use for anything, just remember you're going to get questions at the very least. Try not to use it. Save yourself the heartache and the rest of everybody. Yeah, Alan, you're right. At the very least, you're going to be like, hey, so what were you doing? And they're going to be like, hey, you went from here to here to there, and what's going on? I feel like my situation, because I'm not on the road every single day of the week, every single week, and I do have several gaps in between loads. It is a little different for me, but a lot less maybe questions I might get versus somebody else. But yeah, definitely with you there. Dip, tobacco-free dip, still has nicotine. Okay, gotcha. Well, guys, it's been an hour 45. Crazy 34 people in the chat. Craziness. Really appreciate everybody stopping in tonight. I am really thirsty. I'm going to kill this water and probably get going. Oh, people are popping on here. We're on the road. It should be logged. Right. See, I'm going to have to try some. I'm just emailing myself with the rest of. Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm gonna end it here tonight, guys. Sorry if you just popped in. I'm gonna hop off here, but hopefully you have a great day today. And again, Tim, happy birthday to you, sir. Glad to have you in the chat. And information helps a lot. Yeah, David. Some of these other guys in here very knowledgeable. I'm grateful to have Alan and Fair Winds and everybody in here talking through this stuff. So very good. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Hopefully you are having a good night tonight. Stay safe out on the road this week. I'm going to be hitting the road this week for sure. I do want to get that video to you, sharing with you my full setup on my truck. And if nothing else, it's kind of a personal accomplishment for me to go through everything that I did and to see how I wired it up if I have to come back to it at a later time. But again, have a great night tonight. Stay safe and God bless, guys. We'll see you.